Can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you.
This is Rogers TV.
Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. It's a special edition, our holiday edition. Of course, we have one more live show coming up tomorrow, but this is a very special show because I get to introduce you to one of my favorite people who happens to have their hand in my shot right now. TL Rader, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the show.
I'm so happy to see you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm happy to see everyone.
Isn't this nice? It's like
honest
old
to
home
goodness,
week here for you.
Honestly, I feel like I'm at home. I'm not kidding you.
I understand.
As soon as I walked in this morning, you took me on the tour because the facility it is beautiful what they've done here. The renovations, I didn't even recognize where I was. But what was so nice is as soon as I turned down the hallway where the old studios used to be, it's all the same.
I know.
I was like, everything is the same. I feel like I'm at home.
I felt the same way, right? I went to Montreal for 4 years. I came back.
I was like, are you allowed to be with me? Do you have it in your contract? Because you're like a star.
It is in my rider that I don't have a Rader. That's part
how long you've been waiting to use that?
It just came to me.
No, I'm teasing because I want to say I followed your success. As you know, I even went to Montreal to visit you.
Yes.
And you deserved every bit of it.
Well, thank you. That's very kind.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Now, we have a lot of special guests on the show, and one special guest in particular has provided us with all of these goodies. I'm going to call it. Come on in here, Julie. Come on.
My
There's more goodies.
Julie. Oh my gosh, Julie Finley.
Yeah.
My heart is full.
Love you.
It's so nice to see you.
Well, when I knew you were coming on, I knew I needed to get this place ready for you, full of gifts.
Oh my
gosh. And with that in mind, Julie was very disappointed in some of the decor.
Or lack thereof.
Here, or lack thereof. First of all, there was the cookbooks, right?
There's some cookbooks from California, from around the world, but this is local and it's daytime. So the first gift that we brought is great scoops from the Mary Dairy. You can look at that a little later.
Nice, very nice.
I love this
Our friend, local friend Trish Magwood, My New Table, and then of course Joe put together Coconut Lagoon.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't been yet since they reopened, but I want to go.
Fantastic.
You are going
Let's
to love
go
it.
together.
Yeah.
I would love that. That sounds great. Oh, sorry.
Pay attention now.
This is. I'm distracted by all the beauty in the studio right now.
Then I decided, you know what? One-stop shop, because the holidays are busy. Like, look, you've got a busy life. You came on to make it work, and you're going to say who else is here, and we're in the background going, oh my gosh, new babies, new holidays, new traditions.
It is. It is.
So one-stop shop. We all love Sheila White, so I thought
time and again.
and again, she always has the best stuff. So she's got ideas for everyone. They're constantly changing. You can now have Christmas Eve mini tortillas.
Look at that.
Yes, because there's vegan and there's regular. So then again, if you have a vegan that's coming home for the holidays, they can have their own, a little gift here, personalized vegan tortilla.
Oh my goodness.
To add to
my
the
niece
table.
would love this. My niece is coming.
Yes, there you go. And if you're buying gifts for under the tree, I think we all love food. So the idea is you could have these, and they're just little personal size, go in the freezer. It can be for your parents, your friends, your children.
I can say this from personal experience, by the way. If you own a Jack Russell, don't leave any of the food under the tree. He ate $75 worth of chocolates one year and survived. Which chocolates, I'm not kidding. $75 worth of Lindt chocolates one year. Yes!
Oh my goodness.
And he was like, whatever.
Oh my
Stewie though, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep a couple of things that I'm just over here.
All right.
Box of cookies for
Very
you
nice.
and all of your volunteers that come
Lovely.
here. And I love
Julie.
seeing them all the time.
Thank you
so much.
We do have to say thank you to Sheila.
Of course. Sheila,
and
thank
to Mike
you.
Moffat. So he took a lot of this. Now, your Christmas
Mike
cakes.
Moffat?
Yes.
Is he with Time and Again
Yes.
now? I didn't even know that.
just said
Everyone's with Time and Again now.
Yes, and now
Christmas
you've got
fruitcake.
Christmas fruitcake, but also nut-free.
Oh,
so they're
nice.
just constantly changing with the time. There's something for
So
everyone.
Sienna could bring that to school.
Exactly. Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
and give it to a
Yeah,
teacher.
that's right.
So all these little gift ideas, it makes it super easy. It's one-stop shop. So you've got all your cookbooks, and then we've got all the food for
This is wonderful.
everybody after the show.
Really appreciate it,
nice.
Julie. And Sheila,
Holidays.
thank you as well. Happy
It's
holidays.
wonderful
Merry
to
Christmas.
see you, Julie.
Oh, my.
Love you.
There she goes. One
I
of
know.
our special
she
guests
goes
on the show.
skipping out.
I know. It's wonderful. I
You
felt
know
like
what?
I was down the yellow brick road there for a moment.
Little story about Julie. Very
Yeah,
quick story.
yeah.
She gave me my best pregnancy gift.
What was that?
It was a book called The Secrets of the Baby Whisperer. Do you remember? And I followed every single
Really?
every single line of that book, and everything in it worked 100%.
Nice.
Thank you. And I've since passed that on to every pregnant girl I know. It's
See,
great.
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving
And
it.
so does your daughter.
I know.
The gift that keeps on giving. Sienna, 9 years old now, right?
She's 9.5. Can you believe it?
I can't.
I mean, Mary's here today. Mary Taggart is here from Ottawa at Home, and we were talking about the fact she had a holiday party 10 years ago, and I was pregnant.
Yes,
I
that's
know.
right.
It's
And
like,
she had a holiday party last night with 90 people at her place.
because she does that.
And still managed to come in here today to join
amazing.
us because we wanted to get some guests that were regular guests. Kathy Smart.
I know.
Right?
This is such a retro.
On the show,
It's such
I know.
a walk.
She's
and
gonna be
Matt
in the kitchen.
Demers, who's all national now.
I know, he's a big
and
deal.
He's
He's a
here
big
with us
deal
today,
now.
Mr. Hollywood. So it's so nice to see all the regular faces, and
Yeah.
I feel that's why it feels like home.
I
mean,
I
but
understand.
you and I, we're really bad. We used to get together all the time.
We are bad
and
that way.
Our lives got super busy. You were, playing around in Montreal and doing your thing, and but it's easy to lose touch,
I agree.
right?
Listen,
and we
it
have to
happens
make
all the
that
time.
change. 2023. We got to make
New
a change.
slate.
Yeah, new slate.
Yes.
New schedule.
There we go.
Once a week.
Get
Bubbly
together.
Pops. Yeah.
Bubbly Pops.
Yeah.
I love it. How much time do we have? 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh. Well, how does that happen?
Well, it's all these special guests that come in.
I know.
So, what have you been up to since you left daytime? You got to tell everybody at home.
Mention Sienna.
Yeah, of course. There's
and
that small
then
issue
there
of
was
having a child,
the
yeah.
pandemic.
Oh, there's
Which
the
was-
pandemic, right?
Oh, man.
That
that
is
was
still going
tough.
on, right? I mean, I like to say we're still getting back
I
to
know
a sense of normalcy.
a lot of people
but
say, it's over, it's over. No,
No,
it's only
it's not
over if you can work from home and you get paid sick days. Because
There's a lot to be said for sick
but
days, yeah.
honestly, we still have 5-6 cancellations a week
Really,
due to
eh?
COVID
Yeah.
or contacts of COVID, or not too long ago we had to cancel our dance that week, all of our lessons. So it's still affecting everybody quite a
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely, 100%, right.
But the good news is
What? There's good
we've
news?
been open since the truckers left. We've been
Since-
open
since
the whole
Honkorama,
time.
as my
And
friend Timothy Walker likes to
2023,
call it.
we're going to be open the whole year. That's my prediction.
Okay.
So it's really
I
good.
like it. Yeah, and people don't realize, an industry like yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? When it comes to dance, I also talked to martial arts studios was another
Oh my
big
gosh.
where any of those
Contact.
close contact.
Right.
You guys were closed for longer than almost
We were
any
always
other
the
industry,
first
right?
ones to close
Yeah.
and the last ones to open. But we're the antithesis of physical distancing,
know.
right? We're we want you to be as close as possible, dance, sweat, and then change partners.
Can you not just teach dance 6 feet apart, Tia?
I know.
Come
no,
on.
it's everything is good, and we are resilient, right?
well,
we made it through.
You know how
made
much
it
I love the
through.
two of you
I
and
know.
Chris, and the three of you, Chris and Sienna. I always hold you and Chris as the example of a great couple.
Aw.
You're the
Derek.
shining example. Hey, more shining examples coming up. Don't cry. More shining examples coming up after the break, including Kathy Smart. Don't go anywhere.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
On the next episode of Simply Cooking by Chef, I throw a holiday cocktail party.
We've got some smoked salmon on cucumber rounds here.
This is a party you don't want to miss.
Hey everyone, everyone, I'm Naya Ali. Join me on December 21st at 8 p.m. for the premiere of Illumination, a showcase of Canadian arts and culture which highlights our talent and diversity. Let's celebrate the light that brings us together with a variety of performances that will take us on a journey. From New Brunswick to the Yukon, by the way of Manitoba, Alberta, Ontario, and my home province of Quebec. See you there.
At Celebrate Ottawa, we love showing you something a little different. We showcase remarkable people highlighting the city's diversity in arts, culture, sports, and nature. We will show you features that prove Ottawa is more than just the nation's capital. We'll entertain you and we'll teach you new things. Join me, your host, Lila Grind, as we explore and celebrate Ottawa.
Play 4 games of bingo from the comfort of your own home each Monday at 7 p.m. for your chance to win money from our $2,000 regular bingo or $5,000 super bingo night. Kiwanis TV Bingo, Mondays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Bum, 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 bum. $20. $20. We're on the line for $20.
Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. It's a special edition because look who is here. TL Rader, former co-host. And I don't even, it's even difficult to say former because I feel like we're just together again and this is the way it's going to be for the rest of our lives. Right? Absolutely. Well, speaking of feeling so normal, our next guest, a regular guest here on Daytime Ottawa, Kathy Smart joining us, wellness and nutrition expert. Welcome. Great to have you back.
I'm smiling so much, my cheeks hurt.
Well, you guys have to tell the story of how Kathy came to be on Daytime.
Just reminiscing about the fact that it was like 16 years ago, I think, that Kathy came on the show for the very first time. And I was producing that week, and I found you. Do you remember?
Yes.
So I was like, where did you find her? Like, how did you find Kathy? Do you remember?
I remember just looking up, I was looking for healthy because we were doing segments in the new year for healthy, sort of get back in shape, that sort of thing. And I looked it up and I found your website and I said, oh, this girl seems sweet. I called her. Well, that was it.
And do you remember what we used to call Kathy when we introduced her?
What?
The Energizer Bunny.
Right? That's right. And that's still relevant. Like, it still works. Anyway, it's great to see you, honey.
So good to see you.
So tell everybody at home what you're up to these days, Kathy.
Oh my gosh. So I'm still doing nutrition consultations, love doing that, and I'm working in partnership with the Ottawa Cancer Foundation, running fitness and nutrition programs at the Maplesoft Jones Center.
Oh, wonderful. What a great program.
We have such a warm, welcoming community there, and the classes are free for anyone that has cancer, survivors of cancer, their caregivers. We have art therapy, we have children's programs. I love
It's essential. It's essential.
Yeah, it's a great space. Yeah, we've done some segments there on location. And it's just an amazing space all around.
And it's like walking into a warm hug.
Yeah, it really is. Well, Kathy, we just talked about the fact that I found you because I was interested in finding out, health for the new year and that sort of thing. Tell everybody your focus, because you really focus on gluten-free. What is it and why should we be focused on that?
Be focused on gluten-free, exactly. A lot of people have a sensitivity to gluten that they may not even know that they have that. It's not necessarily celiac disease, but they're intolerant to gluten, and gluten is found in bread, in pasta.
Oh, it's everywhere. Sauces.
And one of the nice things about eating gluten-free and why I focus on eating gluten-free is it's really just getting back to basics and just eating real food.
Right.
Protein, veggies, fruits, nuts.
Yeah, seeds. Things that can't stay on your counter for like a month.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, foods that you don't need a dictionary to understand what the ingredients are.
Well, and you know what? I'll say you were one of the first people that that came on the show and talked about labeling with us too, right? Because as you said, so many of us don't even bother looking at it.
No.
And if you looked at it, you'd be quite shocked in what you saw there. So what are you preparing for us here today?
So I'm preparing a flourless, gluten-free peanut butter cookie.
Yum.
That's chocolate dipped, and all of these ingredients, they're just one ingredient. You can pronounce each and every one of them, and you don't need a dictionary.
Let me guess.
I love it.
Yes.
Peanut butter,
yes.
egg,
yes.
vanilla, and looks like, could be like spelt flour.
That is a really good guess,
close.
because coconut sugar.
Oh,
Coconut sugar.
So coconut sugar.
Okay.
So we have here a cup of peanut butter, a cup of coconut sugar, 1 egg, and a little bit of vanilla.
That's it?
That is it. These cookies you can literally make in under 20 minutes, and you will. These are the kind of cookies I get up in the middle of the night and eat.
Oh yeah,
they're just so good.
Little midnight snack cookie.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You just stir this up.
How long do you bake them for?
8 to 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Well, and since we have you here, you know, we've been talking over the last, 3 weeks here because everyone's talking entertaining,
well,
right?
you talk to Derek. I'm going to stir some.
Holiday,
my room. I'm like overhead shots. Sorry.
Holiday entertaining, overindulging. You know, how do you keep your healthy routine going during the holidays? What sort of tips can you give our viewers?
The easiest tips I would say is number 1, eat protein at breakfast. Aim for 25 grams of protein.
just had an egg.
Very good. Yes.
Well,
very good.
Everybody, let's give TL a round of applause.
That's good.
There we go.
So eggs, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. This will help to stabilize your blood sugar, and it will reduce cravings later on in the evening.
Okay.
The second tip, I would say, drink lots of water. A lot of times people think that they're hungry when actually they're thirsty.
Really?
Right.
Yes.
Yes, I have heard that.
So drink a lot, 2 to 3 liters of water a day.
2 to 3 liters.
2 to 3 liters.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Be running to the loo quite often.
And the third tip, I would really eat so many vegetables. So when you go to a holiday party or, a holiday event, just look to fill up half of your plate with vegetables, because if you fill up on all the good stuff, you won't have as much room to have some of the higher calorie foods.
Yeah, and I think it feels better too, right? When you talk about gluten, like I'm just thinking pastas, and I'm not against any of them. I enjoy them all in moderation, but a protein and then 2/3 of your plate's vegetables. To me, that's my favorite meal right there.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's true, and it makes you feel lighter. It gives you more energy.
Absolutely.
I find that even if I have like just a little bit of rice or a little bit of pasta, especially that sort of thing, can make me feel super sluggish.
Sure.
I don't have the same amount of energy, so this formula is definitely one that works for sure.
So here's the last question for you, Kathy. Does Kathy Smart ever even cheat? Okay? Like, are you a real person like the rest of us, Kathy?
Yes, and I really do. And my biggest thing is I can eat peanut butter out of the jar by the tablespoon. Like,
really?
But real peanut butter. You eat the real stuff.
I do also eat some of the other one, the sugary one.
With the teddy bear?
Yummy.
That's
very
my favorite,
yummy.
man.
So no, I am not perfect.
So you're just like us in the sense that over the holidays you might binge for like a meal, but then you get right back on. And that's the key, isn't it?
Absolutely. The key is to see it. You know what? Life is amazing. Life is so good. Enjoy your treats. Just go for a walk after.
Kathy, how can people find out more information about what you do, your recipes, the work that you're doing with MapleSoft and all of these things?
Yes, they go to my website, kathyissmart.com.
Kathy is smart, and she is.
Kathy is smart.
She's very, very smart. We really appreciate this, Kathy, and
So these are, how did I do?
Amazing.
I've learned how to cook since I've been with you.
Listen, I know.
I really have. And so we would just put these on a baking sheet and pop them in the oven?
That's it. The full recipe's on my website.
Perfect.
Deanna could totally do this.
Deanna could do this, yeah.
I'll say this, TL said I could now cook because when TL first started on this show 16 years ago, she had trouble boiling water.
It was bad.
And then, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was
I'm
bad.
not even exaggerating.
I do like rack of lamb and everything.
I've seen it.
It's true.
Really?
It's quite impressive.
It's true.
The shock on Kathy's face. Kathy, I gotta let you. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere. Let them talk. They'll just keep talking.
You do.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Leonard Thompson, 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live? The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting, this could be it. first to receive this trial. But will it save him?
It's not pure enough.
So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collip, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
Hi, my name is Arkantel and I'm part of Encore Ottawa. My set will be coming out this week, so I hope you can watch it and enjoy it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jim Deeks, host of Canada Files. I hope you'll join me each week for interesting and informative discussions with some of Canada's most impressive people.
Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa, where if you are like me, you need inspiration to do things 100%. Like decorate for the holidays, recipes, that sort of thing. Well, hey, we have got the perfect guest to help us get inspired today, because we have the editor-in-chief of Ottawa at Home magazine, Mary Taggart. Hey! This is like old home week, I swear, on this show. It is so good to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you.
And first, congratulations.
I know.
Another brand new grandchild yesterday.
Our third grand. Yeah, so we have 2 granddaughters, and then we just had a grandson like yesterday, basically.
Oh,
so
amazing.
I know.
And you managed to come here after entertaining 90 people last night?
How do you get 90 people for dinner?
Well, it's our family, it's immediate family, and I will never pretend that it's not like fully catered. But still, it's in my house and I'm tired.
Listen,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Mary, I talked at the beginning about I definitely would pick up one of your magazines and get inspiration from it. A lot of people need that. Where do you get inspiration from?
Okay, so I mean, I love that question because people always think it's going to be hard to find inspiration, but I basically have to just walk outside. You know, I have to go places
pay attention.
Pay attention. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm doing. And also, here's the other kind of trick. I call it a trick. I don't get flapped. Like nothing ever has to be perfect at my house when I'm entertaining.
So
refreshing.
I love hearing
that.
So refreshing, Mary.
So yeah, like it's. I had a cookbook that I wrote once. It never got published, you know, because that's what I do. But it was such a great book. It was called It's Just a Party, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a party.
Yeah.
And I always say,
you get over yourself.
Like, right? It's like if you walk in my door and you're not having fun, that's on you.
Right.
And I'm sorry if you don't like the food.
I love you, Mary Taggart.
Yeah.
I really do, because I have that same philosophy around the holidays. Everyone's getting stressed out and so forth. They put all of the, you know, they think everything has to be absolutely perfect. It doesn't.
No.
You just win people over.
It's the imperfections that people remember.
Yes.
Like in the good way.
Yeah,
in a good
absolutely.
way.
Yes.
You know?
But I mean, for me, I say, you know, what I managed to do, and I feel like you've both experienced this, but I managed to gather good people together, you know, and I will always work. The only thing that I put like a ton of effort into is making sure guests are connected and feeling like they're connected with somebody there. So that I work
Which we've learned so much through this pandemic that is number one.
That's the key. That's the key. All right, what have you brought along with you today? What do you want to talk about here first?
Okay, so I'm a little under the weather, but I'm fine. So we're...
Don't worry.
We'll help you
She's
through
had
it.
her laws and she's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I think every holiday kitchen needs. Okay, so this is a rosemary tree.
Yeah.
A million things you can do. First of all, it's quite fragrant, and you'll go for it. Like take some home. You'll use it to
turkey.
Put in your turkey, right? So that's sitting on your kitchen table, but your kitchen counter. But you're also going to decorate your drink with it, right? Like how festive. That is woodsy. It's got the cinnamon sticks, and I think, you know, keep the cinnamon sticks. I don't know, that's a bit much, but
this up
whatever. Yeah, like that's a really
thing of
fun.
beauty.
Yeah, it is
so
a thing
fragrant.
of beauty.
Wow.
Then you're also going to put it in
your napkin. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
But look at that little woodsy vibe you've got going for a table.
Yeah.
So like, how
just
cute
hold
is
it up
that,
to
right?
camera one
Okay,
here.
hold
Yeah.
it for camera one. There you go. Look at that. And
So
it's going to
cute.
create beautiful fragrance
Right
through
on your
living
holiday
room.
table.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's sort of my number one. Like, don't just buy little sprigs of rosemary. Buy the whole damn tree.
Yeah, and you can get them everywhere, right? They're all over the place at this time
Every
of year.
supermarket has it. You know, specialty store, whatever.
Great
so
idea.
The other thing is candy canes. Candy canes are so versatile, and they are like a symbol of Christmas. And you know, of course, people put them on their tree. But right, that's for you guys. But I always have a jar of candy canes. Just that could be a centerpiece. You could have like you could do, you know. You could do that, like just, and you know, decorate the whole thing and put it at the center of a table. So candy canes, super easy. Cranberries, another like staple.
Yes.
Because, you know, put it around your cheese plate. It's your little touch of red with a rosemary sprig. You know,
This is what I'm talking about. I would
I'm
not
buying
think,
what you're selling.
Right, and I would think of all these items as holiday things, but I wouldn't think of using them necessarily as decor or drink or
that you picked up at the grocery store. And then I love this because you've got your red berries. This is a floating candle in, you know, any sort of vase. And then so I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm allergic to flowers.
What?
So, right?
Oh my gosh.
I know.
And you have to work with them all the time.
And I love them. Like, I love them. But it's terrible what happens to me when I have flowers around. So, I had no idea. All these things. And you have to be really mindful of people's sensitivities.
Of course.
Like, if I invite you to dinner, I'm so embarrassed, but I have to say, do not bring me flowers. And then you're forced to come up with something creative because
and so
you're
many
thinking to yourself.
So many people would bring a host gift, some flowers.
Yeah. I'm going to bring you a rosemary tree.
Even poinsettias.
Funny, you should say. Oh, yeah. Well, on top of the fact that I don't like poinsettias, so please don't.
Okay, note. Can you write that down?
You don't like them, really?
So do we have time to do our hostess gift?
Yeah.
Because this
how much time do we have?
We got a minute?
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay.
Coming back
So guys,
anyway
this is. You think I brought you what in here?
A bottle of wine.
Yes,
no,
you think I bought you a bottle of wine?
Or beer.
Guys, look what I'm bringing to Christmas dinner. Dish soap.
Dish soap. Oh my, how kind of you.
I know. I'm telling you though.
This is a
how
great
many
brand.
times have you run out of dish soap, and you're like filling the little thing with water at Christmas dinner, and you're like trying to do the dishes?
You know what? A friend of mine told me once, when you go to a cottage or you go somewhere like that, you bring things like toilet paper, paper towel.
Dish
you know,
soap.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then you wrap it in a tea towel, and then instead of a bow, we've tied it with like a little cookie cutter.
Oh, that's smart.
How thoughtful.
Yeah,
Very
really good.
thoughtful.
And I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm very practical. Right?
I didn't
Mary,
realize how
stop
practical
being so
you were.
practical, people say to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't help it.
Nope.
Right. Well, you honestly, that's why you've been so successful for so many years
For
with
being
the
so
magazine.
damn practical.
Issues out now, yes?
Issues out now. We just had another hit at Farm Boy.
Really?
So if you run to Farm Boy, you're
Okay.
going to find it at Farm
Okay.
Boy.
You're gonna
Can you
stick
tell us
around.
more about it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
tell you more of everything.
Okay,
All
we're
right,
going to take a quick...
we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Bipolar disorder.
Substance addiction. Bulimia. OCD. Want to swap?
1 in 2, a flip of a coin. That's the same chance we'll experience a mental illness by the time we're 40. $1 a day can help change those odds.
Join me for Season 3 of Paula Roy's Favorite Foods. Whew, that was a lot. I think I need a nap.
It's a new season of The New Fly Fisher on Rogers TV.
Little brown girl, don't
Hey, I'm Picasso Win Von Teef. I'm so happy to be involved with Encore Ottawa Season 3. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you.
Welcome back to the show. We continue talking some holiday entertaining and maybe some holiday gift ideas.
I think that's exactly what we're going to talk about with Mary Taggart. She's back for segment number 2. And Mary, we just finished the last segment, touched upon your magazine. Okay?
Yeah.
So we want to talk about that because in case you've been living under a rock, she has really one of the most famous magazines in our city, Ottawa at Home. And for those who haven't had the chance yet to go through one, what can they expect inside like a regular issue? I mean, obviously right now we're at holiday issue and that sort of thing.
So we pretty much, you know, one thing I've learned in this business is people expect the same thing but different. So I try to have the same thing but different. Something I've done different in my editor's note is I offer reading suggestions because I'm an avid reader, I'm a writer, and so that's something new in the editor's note. And then we always have a local designer and their work. That's really important to us. We have a great food section. Thank you to Paula Roy, right, and Corey Keeley. And we have a fashion section. Thank you to Mary Cianciamello. And our Giving Back column, which Catherine Clark does, you know, to promote philanthropic endeavors here in the city. And it just sort of goes from there where you know there's a beautiful home, you know there's an intriguing person, great food.
That's inspiration from A to Z.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
every single
city.
issue's like that.
Yeah. If there's a lifestyle, you know, we featured our man Derek when he came back to the city, and that was one of my favorite features because that's just like a coming home feature, you know? I love the local tie, but I love when we have local flavor outside of Ottawa too. So we really, you know, we managed to, you know, be able to talk about what Derek did outside of Ottawa and then what brought him back.
I love that you did that, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Because, you know, I talked earlier about the fact we were so proud of you and everything you did in Montreal, but you belong here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Listen, when they canceled the show, I was like, yes,
I'm coming home.
It was a quiet
Start the car.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. All right.
Do we want to finish this little?
I think we do. I think we do. I mean, reading is so fun, but you know what? People can follow me on Instagram because I'm always doing Mary Kay Taggart. I'm always doing the reading thing. Okay, so this is super fun. I don't know if I can pull it off.
What have you got in here?
Sure you can.
But it doesn't matter if I can pull it off or not, because I'm going to give you the idea. Okay, so you take a martini glass, you're basically rimming it with a liquid, and it should be a bit of a thicker liquid, and I've chosen eggnog because I'm going to do the eggnog. And then I've crushed candy canes, and we're rimming our glass with candy canes, basically.
Love it.
Yeah, so you're going to, okay, it's not, guys, it's not.
We can just pretend.
We should have given you a bigger plate. It's our fault.
No,
Mary.
I brought the plate, but thank you for covering for me.
Well, I'm trying
but
here,
anyhow,
okay?
You can see how I really appreciate that, Derek.
We just have to smoosh them more, I think. We got to smoosh them a little more.
Now, do you get the idea, though?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, and then you've got your...
Excuse me, may I grab a cinnamon stick?
Yes, you can. Yes.
I feel that.
Did you just go British all of a sudden?
Pardon me.
Is that your straw?
Yeah, this is. I feel like it's part of the decor. No.
There you go.
Well, it could be, but okay. So that should be.
I messed it up. See, I haven't been here 20 minutes.
I feel like, I mean, that really went well with our other. I think I'm gonna ditch that, but I love that idea. I love that
thank
idea.
you and good night.
Maybe if you broke it in half, it might fit better.
I tried to fake it for so long.
Yeah. But anyhow, you get the idea, and that was, Mary, that was a really great idea. TL, that was a really great idea. You know what? We come up with really great ideas, and it's your job to execute it.
Oh yeah, listen, I could have, you know, you just took it away from me. Otherwise, I would be in there. Let's move on to books, because as you said, you're an avid reader, you're an avid writer, you're writing novels now, you've got a cookbook that needs to be published at some point if anyone's watching. Reach out
it's
to
been
Mary.
ready for 20 years.
okay, it's maybe not that old. It's actually 20 years.
Is it 20 years?
And then I wrote another book, but I don't want to
tell me about this book, because this is your fave.
This is my favorite book of 2022.
That's a major endorsement.
Yes, every avid reader has their favorite book. So this one, it's Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who we love, and it's a comp for a book I'm writing, meaning it's much like a book I'm writing about a comeback, and this is a tennis star who's coming back. She's like late 30s, so old, late 30s,
Ancient.
It's a sports world.
This very old gal coming back on the tennis courts, and it's just like, can I say the word ASS?
Sure.
She is a kick-ass character, and she's a nasty
You just
gal.
got me fired. You know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody's watching. Don't worry.
Okay. It's Anyhow, she's all that. So that's a fun book.
Right.
Now, I just want to draw attention to one more because
I didn't even know Stephen King had a new
Here,
book.
let's hold
Stephen
this up.
King.
Yeah.
And so these are books I'm gifting. So Stephen King, main author, extraordinary fantasy writer, like extraordinary. So this book is about, it's got so much heart, which is what really appeals to me. It's about a young boy who basically is overcoming a serious grief in his life, and he and his dog find themselves in an imaginary world, is it?
Okay.
We're not sure, but it's how he copes with his grief, and that to me is
That's
a beautiful.
right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. I was going to say you would love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We got time for another one? Yeah.
How much time do we have? Because we have something else to do.
About a minute. We've got 1 minute.
We have 1 minute.
Okay.
Move over, mister. Guys, follow me on Instagram. I'll tell you books to read.
Decorating.
This is what I believe. So I think every table needs to have, for young and old, we need to have a gingerbread house on the table.
Okay?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle of the table with candies all set up around. And I mean, come on, Derek, you start, because we're going to decorate our gingerbread house.
Remember when we used to do the gingerbread
right?
competition?
Yes, for Care For.
I'll help too.
Like easy peasy, because the lines are all laid out here. And basically,
I love
like
using
there's
this, but-
right. So that I got at Metros. Like just
How
pick
easy
it up.
is that?
Like
I know,
how
it's-
easy.
And you know what? It's one of those things where people can get together and just do
You put out
and talk
you put
at
out
the
a
same
bunch
time,
of the,
especially for the
icing
kids.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's fun. And then
Listen,
you have
I
this
love
like
doing it myself.
right?
Never mind
Like
the
and
kids.
you're having so much fun.
Look at me having fun.
Okay, so you can buy candy shaped like where are we? Right here with the wreath. So let's put that up.
Mary,
We're
thanks
done.
for coming.
have
We
to
are
do-
done.
I know.
We'll be back with more right after
It went
this.
so
Don't go anywhere.
fast. Thank you, Mary. So good to see you.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Ani, I'm Carolyn King, and I'm a member of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the creator of the Moccasin Identifier. Philip Cote, an artist in Toronto here, took and redrew real moccasins. We're starting over with the children. The idea is that they would research whose land their school is built on, near, or what treaty area they're in. And the educational kit that we have has all that information in there. And the children just, love it. My dream is that this province will be covered with moccasin identifiers within the next decade, and they will forever know whose land they're on. That's the goal. Educate and awareness with a nice, simple little program called the Moccasin Identifier.
On the next episode of Simply Cooking by Chef, I throw a holiday cocktail party. We've got some smoked salmon on cucumber rounds here. This is a party you don't want to miss.
Play 4 games of bingo from the comfort of your own home each Monday at 7 p.m. for your chance to win money from our $2,000 regular bingo or $5,000 super bingo night. Kiwanis TV Bingo, Mondays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
So Derek has officially taken the day off because he's like, no, you come back. You come back
do
from
this all the
commercial.
time.
And I'm just noticing that I need cushions.
Can we get a
because my
wide shot of
feet-
TL's
If I sit on this thing, my feet
forgot how
don't touch
tiny
the...
you were. Look at this. You're like a Muppet. I think Matt described you as a Muppet.
So I'm going
you
to
know?
have to shift
There
and
you
do
go.
like some sort of royalty, I don't know, like this, for this. But let me tell you, it should be royalty because we have Hollywood royalty in the house today. He's like national now, and he's come back for our old home week here on Daytime. Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood. So good to see you.
I'm so happy to be here. And by the way, I'm looking at the paparazzi's been following me all day.
I know.
Why do you think we closed the blinds?
I know. Keep them closed. They're out there. But no, this is so exciting. And then this, you know what these are? These are the most comfiest chairs.
Aren't they nice?
Perfect for watching movies, right?
Oh,
Bring
nice
in the big
segue.
screen. Bring in the big screen.
Nice segue. Like I said, he's
now.
national now, so this is all, you know, part of the thing.
It's an old hat for him.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
a veteran.
I know, for sure.
I don't wear hats.
So Matt, we talked about your success because
Yes.
you've been doing this. I mean, you were doing this with us like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Now we've all got kids and we're all responsible now.
Well-
but you are still doing this and to the point where you've been like on Hollywood red carpets, like the real deal.
Yeah, I'm now fully entrenched. Well, no surprise to you, but I'm fully entrenched in the entertainment world. Obviously, that's my passion. And now what's happened is I've become a movie film critic.
Oh my!
Pop culture commentator.
I love how you said it like that.
So yeah, I get to vote on the Critics' Choice Awards,
Wow,
which
that's
is
great.
this really great award. I'm actually going to Los Angeles next month.
Look at this.
Well, I got to see who wins the awards I vote on. But yeah, it's fantastic. I watch it. It's like Pokemon. You got to watch them all.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Well, congratulations on all your success. And it's well deserved because, you know, I follow you and I align with your picks a lot. Yeah. So
we'll see if that holds true.
I know.
Today.
Well, yeah. We have to talk about a few things today because we're talking holiday picks, right?
Yeah. So what have you got? Like your top 5 here?
So I've got picks, and it's hard because holiday movies can fall into any genre, and now with those Hallmark movies, right?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
A dime a dozen. But now these are some classics, contemporary not, and I want you to see if you've seen any of these, so you can chime in as well.
All right.
The first one I've got is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh my gosh.
Of course I've seen
so
it.
good.
Chevy Chase.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Yes, great
Beverly
pick.
D'Angelo.
His best work, probably.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase.
And still holds up. Still as funny as you remember it. 1989 that came out.
Wow, I'm
unreal.
old.
Yeah. 35, I know, it's a long time.
I don't think I've
great
ever...
show, great movie. All of that, like, the whole franchise was fantastic.
Yes, but that's probably my favorite, and I've never seen my dad laugh as hard as he did watching this movie. I don't know what it was. That was a Demers staple every year.
Great pick. Speaking of laughing, your next one, I'm in.
I don't even know which one it is. I forget.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
That is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
And you know what? It's a franchise that actually had a good sequel.
Yes.
Right?
Well, here's the thing. So there's Home Alone, 1990, and then there was Home Alone 2, 1992. Macaulay Culkin. Those are the two that I'm recommending.
Yeah.
Because what Hollywood loves to do is the reboot. The remake. Yeah. And if you come across Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, and that last one last year.
My daughter's watching them right now, and even she prefers the originals. Yeah.
Okay, she's got good taste.
She loves Home Alone. Loves it.
Unless they can clone Macaulay Culkin and go back in time as like an 8, 9-year-old, then don't do it. Don't touch it.
Bother.
Hollywood, leave the classics alone.
Yeah, some things are best left
But those two are really fun, especially the second one too, because you got Christmas in New York.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
You got that big city feel.
And Christmas in New York is spectacular.
Have you been?
Yes. We
Really?
have done New York City at Christmas time, Fifth Avenue, the Rockettes. We did the whole thing. It was spectacular.
Have you ever
It's
done
not. There's
I've
nothing
never
like it.
done, but you know what you can do? You can do the Home Alone 2 Christmas tour. That's a real thing. You can do a bus tour where you can see where that pigeon lady hung out and all the stuff. Yeah, it's really fun.
Nice. All right, number 3, what have you got?
Okay, for those rom-com fans out there, there's a lot of them. The quintessential rom-com holiday movie is Love Actually. There you go. Derek, you've seen it?
Come on. I've seen it probably a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't get it.
What?
I know.
What?
Listen, okay, now wait.
Is this where we storm off the
I know,
set?
listen.
That's it.
What is happening?
I think what happened is I saw this movie later, and there
Okay.
was so much hype.
I get that.
I liked the movie. I liked the movie.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not in the same as you guys like.
Okay.
Like top. But it's a great movie. I agree.
I just love all the different characters
and everyone
the
agrees with
blending
you.
of the
Everyone
stories.
agrees with you. It is so popular. Everyone loves it. I'm the odd person out for sure. I
But
get
you
it.
liked it, didn't love it.
Yes, I liked it. Wasn't sure.
You can stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Well, Hugh Grant is in it, and he's fantastic as
He was great.
he's a
I loved him.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this on a date. It was Christmas Eve, and it was just a really wonderful Christmas movie.
It's a great date movie.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
The relationship didn't work, but that's fine. Moving on to It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, man.
You got to
This
put the
is
classic.
like the best. Amazing.
I cry every time.
Yeah. And you know what it is about this movie? And it wasn't a hit when it first came out, by the way. 1946.
50? Oh, okay.
46.
Really? Wow.
46. In theaters, bomb. Big bomb. No one liked it. And then what they did is they put it on TV every year, and those ratings went up. People really responded to it. And it's the message.
Yes.
It's the message that no matter where you are, how you're feeling, there's people out there that have your back.
Yeah.
Right? And
which is so relevant right now.
And I feel like people responded to that message. You know, you have your guardian angel out there. It's really great stuff. Every time a bell rings, someone's watching It's a Wonderful Life. That's what
Well,
they saw.
and you and I are talking in the green room. It's a Wonderful Life is one of those movies. It doesn't matter. You know, you're watching, you're flicking through, and you see it.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if it's the beginning,
No, it doesn't.
the middle, or there's 20 minutes left.
You're
watch
right.
it.
To that point, I don't even know if I've seen it from start to finish. I've seen the
Really?
whole movie 84 times, but always like in little pieces, right?
yeah.
It's so great. It's a classic.
Absolutely. Okay, and finally, well, actually not, because I have a bonus if we have time.
Okay.
But I'll throw this one out.
We have time.
Families love it. It's called Elf.
Oh, I love Elf.
I am not a Will Ferrell fan.
You're not?
I'm not. I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
Don't.
Did you
don't
like
his
Elf,
movie.
though?
Loved Elf.
Oh,
It is
good,
on my
'cause it's so
Christmas
good.
classic list that I have to watch every year.
Yeah, it's so good.
So well done.
And I think Will Ferrell, if you take him out and you put anyone else in, it doesn't work.
No,
It's his
it's him.
childlike behavior. It's that fish out of water, and it's all about believing in Christmas.
Yeah,
at
and
the
he
end.
doesn't. He's so infectious, right?
It's
you
true.
can't
It's
help
true.
but absolutely love him. I feel like this. I feel like this about your list.
You're both
Can you
infectious.
stay?
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
From coast to coast, all across Canada, there's something very special going on. It's time to show your support. Time to spread the word. Time to demonstrate your commitment to safe and sober driving. Join thousands of Canadians and tie a ribbon on something or someone you love. And take the time to have a real conversation about impaired driving. Mad Project Red Ribbon. Tie it, wear it, show it, share it, live it. Find out more at mad.ca.
Bum, 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 bum. $20. $20. We're on the line for $20.
Hi, my name is Arkantel and I'm part of Encore Ottawa. My set will be coming out this week, so I hope you can watch it and enjoy it. Thank you.
It was my daughter's birthday. She was blowing out the candles on her cake when we heard coming from the TV. So we stopped and listened, and it helped us get to safety. That's why when I think of my daughter's birthday, because now she gets to keep having them.
Hello, I'm Jim Deeks, host of Canada Files. I hope you'll join me each week for interesting and informative discussions with some of Canada's most impressive people.
Join me for Season 3 of Paula Roy's Favorite Foods. Whew, that was a lot. I think I need a nap.
Well, we're so fortunate we are back with Mr. Hollywood himself, Matt Demers. We continue talking about favorite holiday movies. So you had 5, and this time, Matt, you're throwing in a bonus one that I think is a little controversial for a lot of people.
Is it though?
Not for me.
Not in my house.
Okay, here we go.
Love it.
So there's something called the alternative Christmas movie, right? And there's a few out there. This one gets debated every year. Social media, you can't go anywhere with people saying whether it's a Christmas movie or not, and that movie is Die Hard.
Yes.
And on my list, it is.
Good.
Check Christmas movie. It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from the Nakatomi Tower. Right?
R.I.P., by the way.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, really one of the best. But you know what? I agree with you 100%. And one of the reasons is because if the movie takes place entirely at Christmas like that, it's a Christmas movie.
It's gotta be.
And you know what? The Christmas genre of movie needed an action film.
Yes.
It did.
No,
right?
for sure.
It was missing. You know, like
My husband totally agrees,
It's
too.
fun.
His favorite.
And there's also Die Hard 2, which is also Christmas as well.
Yeah.
You can find your Batman Returns, remember?
That's
the Tim
true.
Burton one during Christmas
I forgot
time.
about that.
Even Eyes Wide Shut. I won't go into the plot, but that's also a Christmas movie. I promise it is.
Speaking of controversy, I know, it's so odd, so odd. But we have some questions like that, like why aren't they on your list?
Okay, what's missing?
Okay, so last night I was doing a little bit of research for today, and I went on Rogers On Demand, and I scrolled through the Christmas, and I was like, oh, A Christmas Story is on here. A Christmas Story. So I ordered it, and we watched it. It was Sienna's first time. This is, I mean, for our generation, this was our Christmas when we were kids, right?
I was thinking more of my dad's. I'm not that old.
No. I mean, I guess there are references in the movie that remind me so much of when we were kids. You know, like, I mean, it was a different time.
The dad getting the lamp, the leg lamp.
Gosh.
You can buy those now.
How come it's not on your list?
Well, listen, you can only put so many, TL, but it is. I will agree with you. It is a classic. So much so that they did a.
They're doing a new one,
sequel.
right?
It's out. Yeah. It's out. Yeah.
I didn't know it was out. I knew they were
Christmas
making one.
Story.
And it's him, right? Ralphie's in it.
The actual actor, all grown up.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. Yeah.
And?
It's fun. It plays on the nostalgia.
Okay.
Nostalgia is huge, and I think you guys would enjoy it for sure.
Well, speaking of nostalgia, there are 2 movies that I never miss watching, probably since I was like 3 years old. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, yes.
The original animated.
I was going to say, which one? The animated.
The new, by the way, the new animated one is excellent.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Benedict Cumberbatch does the voice of it.
Does he really?
That's Benedict Cumberbatch.
I love him.
Yeah. But the original, the narration of the original, just absolutely spectacular. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
The stop motion one?
Yeah.
The stop motion guys.
It's so good.
Well, those are what I call TV specials, TV movies.
Okay.
So I could do a whole list on those, but you're right. There is the Rudolph one, which is great. There's also the Frosty the Snowman cartoon, the classic, right?
Yeah.
You can throw your Charlie Brown Christmas.
We just watched that as well with
really
Sienna
fun.
for the first time. I mean, just the music in that, right?
Yes.
It puts you right back. I mean, for
that's
sure.
it.
I'm just
Really
thinking
good.
Rudolph, like the characters are so good, the voice work on that, I think, which is often, I don't think people get enough credit. There's so many great voice actors out there, but you know, the voice of Rudolph and the dentist.
It stays forever.
You know, I want to be a dentist.
Yeah,
right? Like,
that's right.
It's just so corny. And then the land of misfit toys, you know, and all the crazy toys you meet. I don't know. I absolutely love that film.
A new one on my list that. Like when the first time I watched it, you know, you watch something new and you're kind of like, okay, you know, check this out. I loved The Christmas Chronicles.
Excellent movie.
So much.
Oh, yeah, great.
That is, I have to say, I think my new favorite Christmas movie.
Really?
For me, it has everything. Like, first of all, the way they tell the story. I mean, by the way, if you wondered how Santa does what he does. It's explained in that movie.
I think so.
Finally answers all the questions. And just the story about those kids, and I won't give it away, but, you know, like they were true believers. And then as they were growing up, they weren't true believers. That really was something. So I loved that movie.
I did, yeah. And TL's right. There's a lot of new ones out there people might not be aware of. So go on, check them out. There's one called Claws on Netflix as well.
Yes.
Animated, really well done. And I also left out old Tim Allen as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And he's got. There's a series out now.
That
so
was
if you did,
that's another one. The first one was really good.
You want a good laugh, and this often doesn't end up on people's Christmas lists, and it should. Trading Places, Eddie Murphy,
Dan Aykroyd.
and Dan Aykroyd.
Yes.
Excellent
Another
Christmas
movie where it happens over Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, that's a great movie.
And you mentioned kids. You know, one that grabs my imagination every year, and some people absolutely hate it, and other people love it, and it's the Polar Express. I love the storyline in the Polar Express. Some people don't like the cartooning in it.
Well, this was at the advent of that photorealism CGI. So there's a term that they use called dead eyes, where those characters' eyes, something's just not right when you look at their eyes. But you're right, the story's great, and that's Tom Hanks doing the
That's
voice.
right. Yeah, I just love the idea of the story, and the shaking of the bell. It just always gets me.
As succinctly as you can, what makes a great movie to you?
Well, great Christmas movie?
No, any movie.
Oh, any movie. Oh, we can be here for hours. But one of the things that not a lot of people talk about, that I really enjoy as a film critic, is the soundtrack. The music.
Interesting.
You can change a movie
completely.
Completely. That's just one of the ingredients. Obviously, great acting's another part, because those are the characters. You get lost in those eyes. The directing, but yeah,
That's great. I wouldn't have actually thought that would have been your answer.
The music, score, soundtrack. Pay attention when it comes to award season. The ones that are nominated.
We'll watch all of these movies differently now.
So much,
Thank you so much, Matt. It's great to see you. Our walk down memory lane. We've got a little bit of show left, just a little, but this has been super fun. Oh my gosh. Don't go.
It's a new season of The New Fly Fisher on Rogers TV.
Little brown girl, don't.
Hey, I'm Picasso in Vontief. I'm so happy to be involved with Encore Ottawa Season 3. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you.
On the next episode of Simply Cooking by Chef, I throw a holiday cocktail party. We've got some smoked salmon on cucumber rounds here. This is a party you don't want to miss.
Oh my goodness, what an absolute treat having you on the show. Honestly,
Thank you for inviting
from the
me.
moment you walked in the door, and
Oh my
everyone thinks we're
gosh.
nuts.
I know. We keep going, sorry, because we're yelling everywhere and everybody's trying to work and there's chaos everywhere. We keep going, sorry, we'll keep it down. We'll keep it down.
Big apologies to all the staff.
I know.
But again, a big thank you too to the crew here, because there was a lot of moving parts today. For those of you that I've mentioned it before, but we're a volunteer driven. There they all are. We got them on. Hey, give everybody a wave, guys. Turn around, give a wave to the camera.
By the way, this was the best part of this show.
Yeah.
This was the best part of working on this show, was the people, the crew.
Well, because everyone wants to be here, right?
Yeah.
I've always said, it's different than network television, which
Yeah.
I've done. And the difference is, here we've got a co-op student that's working with a 65-year-old, 7-year-old retiree.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
They it's a great
Everybody
social
pitches
atmosphere.
in. Yeah. Hey, I do have one question for
What's
you, though.
that?
How'd you get me through security?
Well,
Are they just finding out now that I'm on the show?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I could be getting in trouble for all I know after the show.
Do they know? Surprise!
This might be the last show. No, I'm kidding. We have a
It's
great
been
look
great
back.
having you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Hi, I'm Meg from AIM Fitness, and I'm here with my buddy Fit Finley. Join us every week for Fit Over 50. We'll take you through some low-impact and high-intensity workouts designed to improve your strength and your balance. All you'll need is a resistance band, some light hand weights, and also your water bottle and a sturdy chair. Tune in right here on Rogers TV and let us be part of your weekly routine.
I'm Derek Fage, and I encourage you to join me each and every weekday at 2 p.m. for an edition of Daytime Ottawa. We will share with you some fabulous stories, inspirational stories, and of course, recipes from local chefs. We'll tell you about some wonderful musical performances, introduce you to local businesses and charities, and so much more. Join us here on Daytime Ottawa at 2 p.m. weekdays with repeats at 6 and 11 p.m.